Alrighty. Hi, I'm Zeke. I am playing Wizard Tower. I love playing Wizard Tower, but this game, there's a lot I could talk about, but I wanted to make a video based off of hero balance, which is, in my opinion, pretty bad. So I'm going to show off, first of all, I want to show off Windetto here. So I'm going to show off, here are all my effects. I got 215% on tornado damage, 205 wind blow. I think maybe I have a little more in here somewhere because it like combines these. 100% air damage, stuff like that. All my equipment is level 150, which is the current cap. I will also show you that I have. Whoop. Oh, right, I can't scroll wheel. um, you'll see I have wind blow, at least up to the second one, so I don't have like the chill from the start or the possible double wind, but that'll come later. Um, I do, because I've been putting my tokens lately into Tornado, which I'm almost at this one, which should make Windetto a lot better, by the way, because 4% current HP sounds pretty good when you're hitting like a bunch of tornadoes, right? Which is what Windetto does. So level 40 over here, 38 here, pretty good. I'm going to be on level 115, which I will show you the info for. These enemies are not weak to wind or fire. That will be relevant later. So they're weak to like arcane, physical, electro here. But that I wanted to choose something neutral for now. So I might not pass this. I'll say that right now. I don't know. Maybe I'll go a second time if this goes horribly wrong because RNG is a thing. So, um, Windetto, I like Windetto generally. I'm gonna talk a little during the battles. Um, but one thing that I don't like about him is that like he just completely power creeps both Windfist and um what was the other one? Shaman, right? Because now you've got both good, well, both air spells in general. This is maybe not the best start. I wanted more tornadoes, by the way. Okay. Take spiky log here. It's not great, but it pushes things back, which is important here. There's more tornado. Oh, I should have taken the crit chance. That's really powerful for tornado. But I also need the... There we go. So I have passed this level with Windetto before, but I've also failed it. So, like, that's an option. So we'll see. We'll see. uh, yeah. You can see this is an elite rush, but there's going to be not a problem with that. Yeah, sure, I'll take Arcane Drop. Just get a little extra damage in here. Oh, I like the cast speed here. Make those tornadoes really fly. Alright, I'm pretty sure I've cleared this one. So, yeah, this is a pretty good hero, I think. These both wind spells, they work well together. They're both pretty decent. I really like Wind Blow. It's a spell I'll often pick, even with other characters, just because it blows things away from the wall. Now, obviously, it's going to do a good bit of damage because of the character I'm playing right now. Um, doesn't blow back the elites, but I mean, I don't need that right now. Also, I have Windetto level 3. I'm sure I showed that at some point. I actually could have gone for the 25%, but I don't think I'd full clear anyway. Windetto is not good for full clears because you're almost always just taking a bunch of damage in the start before you really get things moving. I think this is redundant, honestly, because yeah, once you get enough tornado, so he's already got like 50% speed, so like the tornadoes tend to reach like the fog already. Sorry if I'm having a little connection issue. It may this is I'm playing this game on my phone, but I'm using Phone Link, and it is it should not be doing this, but it won't change the outcome. Yeah, this is really weird, but I did not expect this to happen. But again, it won't change the outcome. You'll just have to forgive the fact that I'm just sharing the phone screen to the. I'm not quite mirroring, just like flat mirroring. I'm actually using um, the mouse to do this, which is good because now you can see what I'm touching, right? Like instead of if I just did things with my finger on the phone screen, you wouldn't be able to tell exactly what I'm doing. But anyway, yeah, again, doesn't change the outcome. This is a clear. So there's a good baseline, right? That I think Vendetta is fairly kind of average, I guess, or good. I'm saying good. Maybe what should be average. How about that? But let's switch to another hero I already have ready. This is Reaper, and all effects. You could see 80% ice damage. I've got at least I got 188 in Icicle, which of course is his main spell over here. Um, I guess this doesn't show it unless I go into hero, right? Yeah. By the way, my Vendetta is not level 4, it's level 3. But this is also level 3. Prime Hero, still not available in the hero scrolls yet. Um, but I will also go and show you that Icicle, I have it at level 37, and I have up through here. I don't have the Splitting Icicle or the Arctic Start. Um, yeah, this some of these might be good. Um, any sort of like major passive ability is really good. But you're gonna see the problem here in a moment. This this is not good. All right, so welcome to Reaper. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and it's finally dead. Okay. Yeah, and I hit one enemy, by the way. Now I'll start hitting multiple enemies, but of course, this is this is already over. Like this is just completely hopeless. How how are you ever, wind blow to push them back, but it's just delaying the inevitable? Now, yes, there's a slight instant kill chance, but you saw I didn't even get it in like 8 shots on a single enemy. Yeah, no, there is no chance. There's like no upgrade you can pick that's going to make this work, okay? Icicle is a terrible spell because of this. It just doesn't hit enough enemies, doesn't do the damage. I mean, you saw what Wendetto did. The same level, by the way. I didn't change the level. I just hit play. So I'm gonna change heroes here. I wanted to show off something a little better. Where's Shadowblade? So Shadowblade, I have at level 13. It's an epic, but also Katana like used to be the best spell in the game. So I put a lot more into it. So let me change these runes here. So I can take off the icicle stuff. I need, where is my arcane? And katana. And please, please, more hero slots, please. This is terrible. That yeah, I have to do all this, like... And I may end up missing one, because I don't want to take forever just to do this. Alright. Surely I have arcane damage somewhere, right? There it is. Just taking off like all the icicle damage and putting in arcane and katana. One of these I have like there. Well, this may be the one I only have it in rare. By the way, I haven't used the combine feature because you can't like save enough of your runes that you want to use. This could be fixed by adding more hero slots. So if I had like 10 hero slots and I equipped, all the runes I wanted to keep, then I could do that. Oh, I could take out Ice Touch as well. Do I not have more arcane in here somewhere? It's down here. There's arcane damage. Again, I may be, like, missing a rune or two that... There's my legendary level katana. Alright, good enough. Alright. So, all effects. You will see 197% katana damage, 100% arcane. I don't remember if I tested this, but there is some weakness to arcane damage, so this should go a lot better. But yeah, I used to use... yeah, this is going to be much better. So again, another, like, reasonable hero. But if I chose something like Magic Bolt, it's going to have a very similar issue to Icicle, where it's just not going to do enough damage and hit enough things. Let me reroll. Here, I'll even show you Magic Bolt. Even with the arcane damage, I don't have the Magic Bolt damage equipped, but you can see it just does so little. Yeah, fine, whatever. I usually want Thunderbolt to go with Katana, but yeah, we'll be fine. Ice Touch is nice as a supporting spell. I could have also picked up like Ice King and shown you that, but it very similar to Reaper. It just you're so dead so quickly. It just doesn't matter. Okay, maybe this is gonna be a little more of a struggle than I thought it would be. Okay, there we go. Yeah, Crazy Razor 1. Oh, I also have Evolution level 20 on Katana, so you may see triple cut in a moment. Actually, I might fail this. No, we're not gonna fail this. This is fine. Yeah, see, I get a nice little freeze there. All right. Oh gosh. There we go. There's Molten Steel. Take Lifetime. I don't even think I'm gonna get triple cut. I probably won't need it. There's Defiant Flame. Oh, here we go. Maybe. Triple cut's now on the table. And if I get it, all of a sudden I can just, like, relax and not do anything else. I think it's probably already, like, quite over, but... Oh, there's triple cut. Yeah, I'll take it, just... Once you get this is busted. But the thing is, on, like, harder levels, you're gonna die well before you can get it. So it just doesn't matter. Also, I'm, like, not, like, lagging on this one like I was with Vendetto. That's kind of funny. There's Mastery. By the way, it's not called Katana Mastery, like the way the other spells are, like Fireball Mastery, this Mastery, that No, it's just Mastery for Katana, which is weird. Alright, so another victory here. And maybe I will show, like, Dracula. Just for comparison here. So let's say I grab, where is he? This guy right over here. And we'll take off the katana and put in Magic Bolt instead. I think I have enough Magic Bolt. Where is it? Here we go. Ooh, Magic Bolt damage. And I suppose you can still stack some katana damage with the... like, on a character like this and then possibly pick katana, but I just want to show you Magic Bolt. Because it turns into Magic Bats. Or Arcane, I think. It's Arcane Bats. One of these. Here we go. Yeah, I even have a legendary for this. Now, one thing I will say, not all runes, like, exist. Which is really awkward. So, like, if I did want to play something like Tesla Shot, I do have, you know, like, this for Tesla Shot, and, like, nothing else. It doesn't exist on the weapon or on the like anything other than pants, I think. Same with like Voltorb exists on pants and like weapon, but nothing else. Whereas like almost all these other spells, um I'm gonna have something on every item. What's the other or is it? Yeah, sorry takes a while to get this done. Where is Katana? There we go. Ah, moved. There we go. All right, so now instead of Katana damage, we now have 174% Magic Bolt damage, which should be sufficient, right? So we're gonna go back to this level. And by the way, there is weakness to Arcane here. But these arcane bats over here, yeah, this. I mean, actually, I'm not sure if this will work. There's volley one, and a lot of spells do suffer from the fact that you need like additional shots, or it just doesn't work. But I think even now, I'm gonna quickly start to get overwhelmed here. Yeah, I guess I could still take Katana. Because I still have at least the arcane damage. But I mean, yeah. This works a lot better if you have the full, like, evolution. Which I do not, because otherwise you'd see me casting twice at the start. And that's really powerful. There you go, there's another extra targets, but this may be too late. Sub missiles. I think I'm still too late. No, that elite's gonna kill me. Actually, I may not reach it. Nope. Nope. So even when I get the additional targets, that was really bad. But let me go back to the spell list screen. It wasn't quite as bad as Icicle but I mean, yeah, like I got Magic Bolt at level 40. Have it at least, to the level 8 evolution. Obviously, if you have the level 20, this is much more powerful because you're shooting twice as much. I'd probably pass the level if I had this, but tokens are so few and far between, honestly. Katana, I will also show you. I have this much higher level because when it was the best spell in the game, I invested into it a lot more, so my other legendaries are not as far ahead. But I do have this up to the 20 level. This is probably a pretty decent upgrade right here, but 45, man, I don't know if I'll ever get that far unless something changes. So, okay. So I've shown a little bit of the imbalance. I'm going to show you the other side of the imbalance, right? So there are plenty of other heroes. I'm not going to go through everyone. This would take forever if I did. I'm already up to 18 minutes. But a lot of these, like, the rare heroes are all pretty bad. They get power crept out really quickly. Volt Striker, I've seen someone play Tesla Shot with like all the upgrades. Well, all through the level 20, and it has potential, but I don't have that unlocked. But yeah, a lot of these other heroes, even they aren't particularly great. But I'm going to show you this. Okay, this is Photonix. I have Photonics? I don't know. Whatever. I got him to level 4, so he's got the extra fire damage. If you look at the runes, I got 229% fireball damage because there's a lot of fireball damage out there. 200% plasma beam, 160% fire. I think I have like some, like, what was it? Like a mythic level? Whatever level this is above legendary. Doesn't really say. But I also have Fireball at 42, and I do have the +1 Fireball. And then I even went and did Plasma Beam up to 20. So you may see this option, the one more trouble. Definitely helpful. Not always necessary, but very helpful. Um, yeah, so I am only going to pick the first option, regardless of what they are. I'm going to pick the first option every time. Just just to make a point here. Ready? Let's go. Just watch the damage. Like, just from start. Just watch this damage. This is crazy. You saw how many hits it took for other characters to start, like, killing things? Okay, so I guess I have Magic Bolt and Rockfall. This is crazy, by the way. It's just... Alright, Haunting Fire is pretty good. We're gonna get some burn damage on these beams. I'm just... I'm not auto-clicking. I do have my, hand on the mouse. It's just funny, though. Yeah, no, this is... I really wanted Serial Fireball, but again, I'm picking the first option. Every time. Just, that's a terrible one. Rockfall igniting at a 10% rate is like... there's... Okay. I got 2 beams now. 15% crit on Rockfall, which is not going to do much damage because I don't have Rockfall. Rockfall is another one where I think Rockfall could be good. If only it had, like, more runes for it. But that's, more rock crit, which, again, does not do much damage. Yeah, I could be picking better, like, actual useful things. But who needs that? Like, this is why. Like, if I were actually trying, imagine what I'd be doing to these enemies. And as I said, like, Shadow Blade, Windblow, decent. But I mean, my goodness. Why play either of those when I can do this? Physical damage, yeah, that's... Maybe Rockfall will start actually doing something. Oh, yeah, see, I mean, it did, like, I don't know, like, 5%, maybe? Who knows? I don't know. You can kind of see it. It's going really fast, but yeah, Rockfall barely did anything. Usually I will choose, like, Thunderbolt because it gives... Oh, I almost lost my 100% there. Almost. And Thunderbolt because it has synergy with both spells. Oh, I think I am going to lose it now. Ah, my 100% has been... I might still get it, though. No. There's not enough enemies for me to vampire up enough HP. But anyway, had I made any uh, effort to actually choose reasonable options, that would have been an easy 100%. So, yeah, you can see the complete lack of balance in this game, where there were, like, really, really bad heroes, and then some decent ones, and then... Yeah. So, for reference, I'm going to pull this up. This is level 155, right? The max used to be 160, and then it got increased. So, like, yeah, Vendetto and Shadowblade are perfectly viable here, but as you keep going and going, they're going to start falling off. And then I'm mostly just clearing stages with Photonics, right? And before the most recent update that made enemies harder to kill, but the weaknesses more apparent, I got all the way to here. Level 293. So, like, even if I look at some of these and they're weak to air, um, even Vendetto is going to have, like, no real chance. I guess I will show this, right? Like, if I find this one where they're You got enemies weak to air. Um, Wait, was it this one? Yeah, yeah. You know, because I think that was part of the change, right? They're like, hey, try using elements that are more effective, right? But the problem with this is things are just too bulky. This is not going to go well. Again, maybe if I had that last evolution where I'm getting the 4% damage with every tornado hit, because that's a lot of tornadoes flying around. But I mean, this is when I barely passed with photonics, but this not anything good here. Granted, these choices are not great, but like I mean, I'm like 2 picks in, and these purple slimes are right up at the wall, and they don't even die. They become 2 smaller slimes, which they then become 2 smaller slimes. So total of 4 small slime. I'm not even gonna pop one. It's that bad. Yeah, there's just no chance I can progress that way. So yeah, there's some real issues. I know other people have talked about the events. Um, I've completed the 3. The Elite Summoner's not too bad, but if it starts doing like giant enemies or chaotic enemies, I can't do it because they have higher HP, but they don't move slower or anything like that. They just simply have a larger like hurt box to them, and to Fireball that doesn't really matter a whole lot. Like it because Fireball has a pretty big explosion range, so like it just makes it like stupidly hard. But anyway, that's it. Hopefully, there's some real balance addressed to this game. I guess if anyone wants to see any, like the rest of my stats here, I've not really invested into Ice Touch. I like Ice Touch, but a lot of these upgrades don't seem like they do much because you're not really using Touch for damage. You just like need a little bit of freeze on it. Um, Thunderbolt, I mean, decent. Maybe with a legendary hero that uses Thunderbolt, maybe fine, but only being a. This is one of my most picked spells just for the synergies, but I never upgrade it. So, Fireball, of course, I showed you that. Wind Blow, I'm probably going for this next because at least, Cold Wind sounds really nice because if I'm using Wind Blow anyway, the extra chill is good. I don't know if I really need this. Another 20% chance after 2 upgrades. Probably good, but this is good, but too expensive for now. Plasma Beam. Spiky Log, I think would also need a starts with 2 logs type thing. Equalizer 2.5% of HP. It hits like once at a time, so that's like nothing. Arcane Trap, you again don't really use this for the blast damage, so like I don't see much use in a lot of this. I never paid for this. Tornado, of course, I'm about to get this upgraded in at most a week because you get 2 tokens a week guaranteed. Snowball, I don't have Yeti unlocked. I almost have Yeti unlocked, but without it, I don't really care about Snowball. Tesla shot. As I said, I've seen someone with this. It's really cool, but it's not as good as Fireball is. Rockfall, again, I see some potential here because it's very similar in like uh it can make a lot of rocks and can start with 2, and that's where the power of Fireball largely is. Also, it can hit pretty decent area. It doesn't really show the area on here, but I would have to try this, and that would be quite an investment. Voltorb, if it had a much better hero, would be great, but on a rare hero, no. Death Rays, I don't really like as much. I mean, I'm sure with these two, it's a lot better. I've seen someone with both of these. Well, of course, if you have this, you have everything above it. But it's only really good if you against like larger enemies. If you have like the Voltorb buff with like 6% damage per hit because it hits multiple times. Um, no hero starts with Frostwave, which is weird. And then we're back to Ice Touch. Heroes. I think I scrolled through this a little. I'm still short on these two. So as many hero scrolls as I opened up. And by the way, it kind of feels bad with the hero scrolls to like keep getting like these rare heroes that are completely outclassed. Um, I wish Astrid was good. If this could be like upgraded to an epic or something, and maybe something a little better here. I like the idea, but I think Voltorb also, I pointed out with the runes, only has like two of them. So you can't stack like 200% Voltorb and make it useful. But yeah, that's it. That's about half an hour's worth, so I hope this makes an impact so that people see this and the developers can change something. I want to say, you probably can nerf this a little. But if you nerf it, please nerf everything else because otherwise I can't make progress. If you kill my hero that's making that's passing stages and you don't make stages easier to pass, I'm just done. Like I can never pass the stage ever again. Like forever. Because it takes forever to like gain resources outside of like events and the like the chests, right? Like I can go back and get a couple perfect clear chests, but like yeah, yeah, I'd be done. I'd just be sitting around waiting for events or whatever. But anyway, yeah, that is it. Thank you everyone for paying attention and watching this.